Hello traders, welcome to FreeFX. Just a quick video today because there's not really much in terms of updates. The monthly chart for the SPX is looking very kind of like a bullish basically chart, but actually there's a big resistance here at 4,000, so it's a bit inconsistent in terms of where it can go, but let's kind of take that as a theory and go down to the weekly and see how we are. So we broke the triangle here, which lasted 5 weeks, and that was last week. This week we've actually started with a very small body on the candle, so obviously not really much happening today, as clearly you can see. The CCI is kind of bounced back and it's kind of heading towards the middle level, neutral level, so that's a possibility. But if we actually went down to the daily, you can see where we are today. Very narrow again, yesterday, and it really is kind of quite difficult to see how much progress we can make to the upside. And also you can see the Bollinger Bands kind of narrowing down as well, and also you can see the CCI kind of turning back there. So a real sense of lack of progress throughout the higher time frames. Now if we went down to the 4 hour, you can see we've dipped below again the middle area. Both averages kind of converged and the bands are really narrowing down. The 4 hours kind of dropped below the middle level again, and this reinforced my previous videos talk about the divergence and how that sort of played out in terms of price and the CCI. The hourly again is a little bit different, so I'll show you that, and it's really quite choppy, as you can see, and it's not really made progress in any way. In fact, if you look back, you can see that we sort of edged up, but not really, and we're kind of comparatively similar levels than we were in June. So I just want to kind of highlight as well that we don't have a lot of events. Didn't have a lot of events today, but tomorrow, in terms of actual economic events, we have the home sales for the US, new home sales. And we had some home data last week. That was kind of building homes, and this is home sales. So again, we may expect something similar, where the consensus is that it's a negative number, and so that's kind of what we're looking for. But the main thing is actually earnings. As you can see, we've got tomorrow Coca-Cola, Alphabet, just Google, McDonald's, Microsoft, so big names. The big tickets also on Wednesday, which is also the Fed rate decision, which takes me to this, the Fed watch tool on CME. You can see that we've got a 75 basis points, 77% chance of that being the rate hike. That will take us from 150 at lower target to 225, not 75. And the other one is the 100 basis points, so 1%, and that's 22% probability, 0.5. So really looks like we're going to be 75, which is a safe bet. As well as that, we also have this, which so this is the futures, and I've just added a few indicators. And you can see it's a bit busier here. So I've got the Bolligers, and it's a daily, and this is the current contract, and this is the advanced decline line right here, and you can see that advancing issues and declining issues compared has given us a net short, so declining stocks within the S&P. Now it's kind of stalled around this area. We haven't really made progress to the downside or the upside. So whilst price has kind of tried to edge higher in the last few days, we've not really seen too much rising. That is still kind of trending lower overall. If you look at all these lower lows and lower highs, now we kind of stopped making new lows here since kind of the last month, I suppose. So that's again a sign of uncertainty. The other indicator I've added is the bandwidths for the Bollinger's, and you can see that we were making higher highs in terms of getting more volatility. We had a big push here as we climbed high, and that was at the end of June, and we kind of declined since in a big way. Now we are at the same numbers, about 0.07, that we were back here in December of last year, and also back here in April. So and during these times you can see that price action was quite narrow, and December of last year as well you can see that price action was getting narrow as well, I think. But the main point of that is that again it points to the same thing, which is struggling to get some kind of sense of direction or push for price to trend again. And to finish, I've actually put on an RSI as well, so you can see that we were overbought back in November, and then in January obviously we started the downtrend, and we haven't really been massively oversold. We got to sort of got the 30s down here in June, and we kind of recovered some ground. We're now just above the middle level, so presumably we are not overbought and not oversold, kind of in the middle, which is a tricky area for an oscillator to give any signals. So overall, it's a very difficult thing to assess. Also, if you look at the hourly, by the way, you will notice that on the volume front, we have these clusters every day. So very bullish 19th of July, so last week, and then sort of mixed every day since. So it's really difficult. We've got this dissonance between volume and price. Prices are moving much at all at the moment. All eyes are on the Fed decision and the earnings happening on Wednesday. And so on that note, I like to say that very difficult markets to make heads or tails of. I tried all these sort of different indicators to see if we could somehow divine a some kind of sense of where we're going, but very, very difficult to really extract anything of any use. Thank you very much. I wasn't going to make a video today because I'm on holiday, but I thought I'd just pop in and do a quick rundown of what the charts can tell us and what we can expect in the next 28 to 48 hours. And good luck trading. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching.